My name's James and I'm an online coach to men in their 40s, helping teach them the daily habits they need to adopt in order to live a healthier, leaner and longer life. So if that sounds like you, don't forget to hit subscribe and join my YouTube channel, because it's through this platform that I'm going to be teaching you everything that you need to do to live a leaner, healthier and longer life. Now in this first episode, I'm going balls deep and straight in with the top 5 daily habits you need to adopt in order to increase your longevity. Yes, I'm literally coming in on day 1 by teaching you exactly what you need to do every day to live longer. What a kick-ass video to start the day with. So if you are watching this, stick around, because chances are it's going to be the most beneficial video that you're going to watch today. So if you're fed up of feeling fat, unfit, tired and feeling like shit, then let's get stuck in and start teaching you how you can change that from literally tomorrow. Now, when we talk about improving our health and fitness, what we're really talking about is longevity. It's about increasing the amount of time in which we're on this planet. Now, if you're a dad, then it's not a choice to look after your health. It's a necessity. You signed up to that as soon as you had kids, to be able to be here for as long as possible, to be able to take care of your children. It's your responsibility. So it is my job to help make that process as easy as possible for you, to give you factual information so that you can see the wood through the trees or the shit through the sugar and actually start making attainable changes in your daily habits. So here we are, 5 daily habits which you can start adopting, which is going to help you live longer on this planet. So let's get into it. Now, there's a key word here that I want you to take on board, and that key word is adversity. And the key to living a longer life is being able to be comfortable with facing adversity in all aspects of your life. Now, let's go back 100,000 years. We weren't in central heated houses with a fridge full of food. We was in a cave, we was cold and we was hungry. But our body learned to thrive on that. And through evolution, we developed what's known as lifespan receptors, which is what encourages the body to thrive within this environment. But we're not challenging our bodies anymore. So these lifespan receptors aren't being triggered, which is affecting age and it's affecting our length of life. And the best way to increase your lifespan is to do certain things every day to put your body through adversity, which is going to trigger these lifespan receptors. And these, I'm not going to science the shit out of this, but some of them are mTOR, AMPK, Centauros. There's some of these receptors that are going to have a positive impact on your body and increase your longevity. So here's how we are going to encourage adversity towards your body every single day. Number 1, eat less. Or eat less regularly, actually, is probably more accurate. It's not such a calorie thing, but it's a consistency of eating thing. Now again, let's go back 100,000 years. We weren't eating 3 meals a day at set times every single day. We weren't living like that. We was going through a feast and a famine. We was going through periods of hunger and then elevating our metabolism, elevating our focus so that we can go out and constructively and accurately hunt and gain food. So this is how our bodies evolved, but it's not how we're living. So by introducing a form of fasting or introducing a form of food adversity into your day is going to help trigger particular mechanisms within your body, which is going to improve cell rejuvenation. It's going to improve metabolism. It's going to get rid of brain focus and increase your mental clarity. Now, there's different ways in which you can do this, but the most common and the most practical is what's known as intermittent fasting. So it's introducing an 8-hour feeding window into your day, and that's where you're going to gain all your calories. If you wanted to reduce your body fat, then you would achieve a calorie deficit through that, as in you make sure that you consume less calories than you're burning, but you consume those calories within that 8-hour time frame. If you didn't necessarily want to reduce your body weight, but you just wanted to improve your health and to trigger all these mechanisms so that you can increase your longevity, then make sure that you're eating your maintenance calories. So the amount of calories in which you need every day to stay at your current body weight, but make sure they're within your 8-hour feeding window. Now, outside of that, that, you're going to have a 16-hour fasting window. And that means you're going to trigger that adversity. Your body's going to be thinking, where's my next meal coming from? It's going to trigger some of these longevity receptors, which is going to increase your metabolism, increase your clarity, increase your energy levels, and you're going to feel a lot more energetic during this process. Your cell rejuvenation is going to improve because your body's going to start eating some of that dead tissue. And it's going to allow you to feel a lot more energetic. And it can also allow you to control your calorie intake, which, let's be honest, is not a bad thing. So it's probably going to stop you snacking and eating shit whilst you're watching Netflix in the evening. So point 1 is introduce a form of fasting. You could either do a 24-hour fast once a week or introduce an intermittent fasting model. So all your calories are going within an 8-hour feeding window and you're having a 16-hour fasted window so that your body can benefit from that adversity. Now, common times for this are either 10-6, 11-7, or 12-8. It's whatever fits around your life best. So number 1, control the amount of time in the day in which you spend eating. Number 2, take cold showers. Yes, we're so used to being warm and living in our comfort zone, and the slightest form of pain or discomfort and it really irritates us and we can't handle it. But that's not where your body grows. Your comfort zone is not where your body grows. Your body grows through adversity. So go get fucking cold. And I'm not talking about standing in your back garden in your pants. I'm talking about getting up every morning and having a 60-second cold shower. Yes, it's going to hit your head like an iceberg, and your breathing's going to elevate. Your circulation's going to elevate. But guess what also elevates? Those lifespan receptors. And it's going to make you feel great. It's going to give you dopamine releases. It's a natural high, similar to the high that you get from alcohol or exercise. But you're getting it at home, in your shower, in just 60 seconds. So add that into your day. Straight away, get up, have a drink to hydrate yourself. Put a little bit of pink Himalayan salt in there to increase hydration. Jump in that shower and spend 60 seconds getting cold. I promise you, it's going to feel great. It's going to trigger those lifespan receptors. And if you do that regularly enough, it's definitely going to help increase your lifespan. Number 3, obvious one, do more exercise. Do more exercise. Your likelihood of suffering from disease as you age greatly reduces with the amount of exercise that you're doing. But it doesn't have to be mental exercise. I'm not talking about fucking long distance runs or hammering the gym, but I'm just talking about different forms of movement which elevates your heart rate and elevates your breathing. Now that can be done in literally just 10 minutes a day. Just 10 minutes a day of movement is definitely going to be beneficial. But if you're currently doing more than that, then increase your exercise further. All I'm asking you to do is to step outside of the comfort zone where you're currently at. And that's going to have a profound impact on your life and your health and your waistline and your ability to live a longer life. So the minimum, if you're sat there now and you're barely doing anything at all, do a 10-minute walk a day. But what I'd need you to do is for one 30-minute session a week is to elevate that so that you're doing something which is going to increase your heart rate and increase your breathing. Because again, those lifespan receptors are going to be released. Exercise is vital. So in a nutshell here, whatever you're doing at the moment, increase it slightly. If you're doing barely anything, increase a 10-minute walk, but make sure you're doing 30 minutes a week of some form of vigorous exercise. If you can get down the gym and lift weights, fantastic. That's brilliant. But if you're not quite there yet, just do a little more than what you're doing now and remain consistent with it. That's the key. Number 4, sleep more. Obvious one, right? But I guarantee, I know why most guys don't sleep, right? Because they've had a really shit busy day. They've just put the kids to bed. Their wife's probably just finished moaning at them. And they literally just want some downtime for an hour or so to sit down, chill out, relax and unwind. Completely get that. And you might not even get that opportunity until 9, 10 o'clock at night. But what that then leads to is it's not just an hour, is it? That then leads to 2 hours, which then leads to snacking. And it's, there we go, that level of comfort again. You're in a heated house, on a sofa, probably reclined, watching Netflix, eating shit, right? Sounds amazing. You ain't going to grow or develop there, bud. You've got to change that. And so increasing the amount of sleep that you're having is going to have a profound effect on your overall health and definitely your longevity. So set yourself a time to go to bed and stick to it. Regardless how shit your day's been, if you're setting yourself 10 o'clock, go to bed at 10 o'clock. And then set yourself a time to get up in the morning. This is going to be a different topic on a different video, the importance of a morning and an evening routine, but they are profound. Set yourself some tasks to do in the evening and set yourself some tasks to do in the morning and stick to it regardless how shit your day's been. Because let's be honest, right? Let's go through a scenario. You've had a proper wank day. You've sat down, you want to reward yourself and chill out. That then means that you're up and you're monging out in Netflix for a longer period than you necessarily wanted to, which means you go to bed later, right? Which means you wake up in a bad mood. And so suddenly that busy day and that shit from the day before, you're now carrying through to the following day. Why would you want to do that? Put it to bed, wake up the next day ready to smash the day. Just because you've had a shit day before, don't carry that through with you, okay? But the only way you can do that is by getting enough sleep. And I haven't even mentioned the effect that it has on cell rejuvenation, muscle development, fat burning. Because don't forget, you don't burn fat when you exercise. You burn fat, the majority of the fat you burn is when you're sleeping. It's the same with building muscle. You don't build muscle in the gym, you build muscle when you're resting. So if you're not sleeping, you're not rejuvenating cells, you're not building muscle, you're not burning fat. In fact, all you are doing by not sleeping is increasing cortisol level the following day, which increases tiredness, increases stress, increases your body's craving for eating high carb, high fat foods. So that shit day you've had before, that made you mong out in the evening, which made you late to bed, which made you wake up late, is now going to literally negatively influence your day in practically every aspect. So get yourself to bed, set a bedtime and follow it through. I promise you it's going to make the world of difference in probably all aspects of your life. Okay, last one. Eat more protein. The word protein itself even comes from the Greek word proteus, which means primary. It is by far the most important macronutrient that you can consume. It's going to help with your muscle development, it's going to help with cell rejuvenation, and it's going to help you live a longer, leaner, and healthier life. So I want you to set yourself an objective with each meal that you have to increase, or actually, if you're not eating much protein at all, introduce a form of protein with each meal that you're having. That includes breakfast. But with breakfast, what could it be? Some eggs. It could be some high protein yogurt. It could be some salmon. Don't forget, you're going to be setting yourself a time to get out of bed, which means you've got more time in the morning to get yourself squared away. If your intermittent feeding model is going to be slightly later in the day, then make your breakfast, take it with you and have it either 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock. Okay, but each meal that you're having, make sure you've got a good source of protein with it. It's going to increase your level of satiety, which means you're going to be feeling less hungry throughout the day, which means you're less likely to snack on shit. Now, food's going to be a completely different topic within this YouTube channel, but for the sake of this video, if you can structure your meals to contain a source of protein, to contain some veg, and to make sure that any starchy carbohydrates are no more than a fist size on your plate, you are not going to go far wrong. Combine that with an intermittent feeding model and you're definitely going to become healthier, leaner, and you're definitely going to be impacting the amount of time in which you're on this planet. So guys, there you have it. 5 daily habits which you can adopt literally from tomorrow into your lifestyle, which is going to help impact your health, your fitness, your waistline, as well as your length of time in which you're on this planet. I hope that makes sense. If you've got any questions, drop me a comment below. If you like the content in this video, then in my description, there's going to be a link to my community page, which is where I post all of my content. You get the opportunity to benefit from freebies, such as training programs, recipe books, educational ebooks, and you also get the opportunity to come onto one of my coaching programs to help transform your life in 90 days. Thanks for listening, guys. My name's James. I'm Coach James, and thank you for watching my penultimate episode of Coach James.